Moments. Oh, speaking of which. If I'm careful, I should be able to survive all that, but also, let's give all the revives to the one person who should be using them. Are you talking about the white plate? The dragons have that. I did do a steal from one of these bosses and they just gave me a brooch, which is an item that just protects you against anti of that color. So these bosses all have brooches that you can steal. And they just protect against anti of that element. I prefer the dynamic camera. We started with a miss, that's excellent. No, we're not gonna do a graviton. Oof. Oof. Leave him alone. Cure's not gonna do much, but better something than nothing. He has a specific pattern. I need to break his field effect. Oh, Grobik's gonna go down again. Of course it misses again. Hit him? Why would you hit him? This is not gonna heal enough to prevent this, but it's better than nothing. Oh, he's dead. Good. And I got an Ultra Nova out of it anyway. See, a Legend of Dragoon Remaster is an interesting topic because on one hand it has a cult, that's a game that has a cult following, but it wasn't exactly the most successful RPG ever made, to put it mildly. There's opinions on that game are very, very mixed. I like it personally. Okay, you guys just gave me the field effect needed to put Saints on all of you. Which is an overkill. But I don't care. Okay, that just leaves the big boss dragon on top. Oh, we didn't deal with the blue one yet. Now, what will you do if I lock away all of your elements, huh? Hmm? Ah, this only works on me. They deal a lot of damage in physical. Need to break that field effect. This should hurt. Let's heal everybody. And break that field effect. There we go. That was also very important pattern for the final boss, because you need to use Chrono Cross after you used 6 elements in that order. So yellow, red, what was it? Blue, green, black and white. Time for the final boss, well, of this dungeon. That's a piece of Lavos, the frozen flame. Now this boss can be tricky. Time Devourer. I'm trying to get... Ah, Grim Reaper. He switches elements. Now he's yellow. You will also notice that he will be using elements in that elemental succession. Next one's gonna be blue. Keep that. One. Can I get him a carnivore? Yes, I can. Now he's gonna be red. So what becomes difficult with this fight is if you fight him for too long, he starts using very powerful elements. So he went from yellow to red, so now it's gonna be blue? No, green. Green, then blue. Okay. Didn't expect Omega Green there. It's kind of early for Holy Healing. Next element. Yeah, now it's blue. Holding the hot shot for this. Not taking any chances, keeping my health as high as I can. Now come the two tricky elements, the white and black. I think black is first and then white. That's gonna be the... Yeah, black first. I got holy healing out of that. Yay! He's black here. Okay, kid shouldn't deal too much damage from this. Ooh, it wasn't exactly soft landing there. I use some Cure Plus on her. Okay. Back to the white form, and we should be able to kill him now. If we don't, we'll go to the next cycle. And the second cycle is packing stronger spells than the first one. Okay, so far so good. There we go. He's defeated. Oh yeah, Ben, I already did that. So I just didn't pick up the tech because I'm not using Lena at the moment, but yeah. If you say that you remember your promise then that allows you to pick up the tech leader in Arnie village by talking to her mom. Lots of philosophy again, but this is the end of the game, guys. There's only one boss left, and we're going straight for it. We got the time egg. But before we fight it, I need to do some prepping. Because we're going for the good ending. And the good ending means that I need to set up my characters in a specific way. Okay. Right. So here's the gist of things. In order to get the best ending, also it doesn't matter which level you put the Chrono Cross on. I'm just gonna put it on 1 because it's best to have it there. So here's the gist of what you need to do. You need to use the colors in order, so that needs to be yellow, red, green, blue, black, white. So exactly the same series that you've seen in the Terra Tower. And then you use the Chrono Cross element. The problem is the Time Devourer or Lavos can interrupt you. So in order to get around that, you first use weak attacks to get everybody up to 4 or 5 element, and then you defend with all characters until he attacks, and then when he attacks you go through the elements and end with the Chrono Cross. Now what we could do is I could do a red and green on one character, and then blue and yellow, red on one character, green, blue on second, and black and white on third. But the safer bet is to just have all elements for all characters there. So yellow, red, fireball, blue, no, not an ice lance. Cure should do. Oh, hold on, I'm missing green. Yellow, red, green, blue. Then black and a white. Gravity blow. There we go. That's character number 1. So same thing again. Yellow. Blue. I think I'm missing some level. Oh no, I have Bushwhacker one. Okay, perfect. Blue, green, blue, black, white. And then the same for you. So yellow. Red. Green, blue. Where is the level one? I had a Bushwhacker. I've seen a Bushwhacker. Green. Blue. And then black. Might as well. Ooh, this one doesn't have enough slots. But that doesn't matter. Okay. I haven't done this in a while, so let's see how badly I messed it up. There is some lore to be done here. There's the final boss, but these guys will have some stuff to tell us. Oh, be right back, guys. Okay. Well, that's a good point, Ben, but technically speaking, I should not really need to use more than 2 elements per character for this fight, but we'll see. lots of... So there is one thing that is true for this game as well as for another Square RPG that's called Xenogears, which is also one of my favorites. Or Xenogears? I don't know how you would read that. And that is that they wrote far more of the story than they managed to fit into the actual game by the time the game was shipped, which is why both this game and Xenogears has whole chunks of it missing or just turned into essentially lore dumps like this. All of this was supposed to be just part of the game that you discover naturally, but they just didn't have the time to fit it in. This whole thing with Princess Scala, which is of course from Chrono Trigger, but all of this was supposed to be like naturally revealed like the rest of the game. But because they ran out of time and budget, they had to just fill it into a lore dump like this. Yeah, all of this is now just clarifying the things that were happening, just spelling out every part of the story that wasn't covered. This part in particular is one that is painful to just discover this way, because keep in mind, you can skip all of this conversation and just go for the final fight. 2 discs, but it was supposed to be 3, but they didn't have enough content to make the 3rd disc full. At the same time, they didn't have enough time to develop it, so we ended up with 2 discs. And all of this that we're reading right now is stuff that was supposed to be on the last disc. Well, maybe it would even fit on the 2nd disc on its own. It's just that they never developed it. They just made it into a lore dump instead. Okay, time to use the time egg. Welcome to the final boss. That's Scala. Technically Kid's mother. Okay, so step 1. I'm gonna get him to 5 just in case. Okay. Right. Now we get everybody's stamina. Okay. That should be it. All right. Let's see if we did this correctly. So first we use a yellow element. Then we use a red element. Then we use a blue element. No, we don't. We use a green element. Then a blue. A black. White. Chrono Cross. There we go! Thank you, thank you. By the way, the last bit of that talk that was done by this by the characters, they are different depending on which characters you bring to the final fight. So each character will have a different comment depending on who you bring to the final fight with you. Also, Ben, yeah, the Chrono Cross element is a one-hit kill, meaning you just need to trigger it, and that's it. So you don't need more elements. Technically speaking, the minimum amount of elements you need to have equipped on every single character for the final fight is 2, plus Chrono Cross. One imperative thing about the final fight is once you get everybody's levels up to 4 or 5, you have to defend until Lavos acts, because he can interrupt your chain. That's why I was waiting for him to finish the last Omega Green. That's it. That's Chrono Cross. One of the best JRPGs ever made as far as I'm concerned, and definitely one of the games from the golden age of Square's RPGs. It is absolutely a timeless, ageless game. Has one of the has a beautiful soundtrack, beautiful art style, and the only thing it suffers from is that, just like for Xenogears, they couldn't fit everything that they wanted to do into the game, so the ending is a bit of a lore dump, which is unfortunate. But considering how complex the story is, I'm not surprised that that's how it ended. Square in the 90s had this real desire to make really complex and memorable stories, and they succeeded, but the problem with that is that they couldn't always fit everything they wanted to in the games. So that always results in a problem. Once I will play Xenogears on stream at some point. And pretty much the entirety of the second disc is just like this ending part of Chrono Cross, where multiple events are just briefly summarized with minimal gameplay instead of being played through completely. No, FF7 was 3 discs, FF8 was 4. Final Fantasy VII has 3 discs, but the disc 3 is just a Sephiroth fight. Final Fantasy VIII was 4 discs, and again the 4th disc is just the final fight, and then Final Fantasy IX was just 1 disc. Even though putting in terms of time, I think the storyline of Final Fantasy IX is longer than that of 8. 8 just has more traveling around. I read somewhere that, but I don't know if it's true, that the reason why the last disc in Final Fantasy 7 and 8 has nothing on it but except for the final fight is because in both of those games what they planned to be for the final fight was just so resource heavy that they couldn't fit it on the discs that were done, so they needed extra disc for them. Considering how the final fighting on FF7 looks like, I'm not surprised really. Is that last fight with Genova especially has a whole lot of things going on. Yeah, that's absolutely right. True, having their own disc meant less strain on consoles. Absolutely. Absolutely. So here is the plan going forward. I do want to increase the time of the week that I stream. It's kind of difficult with my job. I would like to do strategies one day and then another day for RPGs. But right now I can't do that. So the next game that we're gonna be streaming is Total Annihilation Kingdoms. So going back to strategies. And then after that, I'm probably gonna do either Grandia or Suikoden. Probably Grandia, because I like Grandia more than Suikoden. And that's it.